Sod that friggin' hockey. It just totally shut down on me. Naughty YouTube. Naughty, naughty, naughty YouTube. It wasn't fun. God, that sun's sweltering. Absolutely sweltering. Emily, you alright? YouTube totally died and kicked me out. Nothing I could do. Kirsty, you alright? Sorry about that. So that's where I was yesterday with my dear friend. There's a farm in the back there. Oh my God, I thought there was a friggin' wasp on the back of my arm. Oh, my heart. You alright, Ayla? Sorry about that. YouTube just shut down. I'll wait on for a sec. Trick, thank you very much for coming in. Ruth, you alright? It's me. Sorry about that. I wasn't actually moving and it kept kicking us off. Cass, it totally shut down YouTube. Like, totally shut down YouTube. Pain in the arse. See, Scuff Frank, how you doing? And then everybody wants to ring me as soon as I go out somewhere. Vicky, you all right? Good morning, Vicky. How you doing? They instinctively knows when I'm out. I'm doing a live because I've told them that I'm doing that. To annoy me and start ringing me. Normally it's, where you at? Where you at? So, a lot of the farms around here are sheep. There's a lot of cattle, dairy cattle. And meat cattle. A lot of sheep. You all right, Outlaw? So I'll try it again on StreamYards, although StreamYards was crap for me yesterday as well. You've got coal in this, wherever they've got this from. It's got a lot of coal in it and pottery. Ooh, what's that bit? Thick, old pottery. Oh, my meat bite, I've got man feet. Size 8. I look like Sideshow Bob as a kid. That bit's got a little bit of a rim, but the same again. Thick, old, enamelled pottery. It's probably been the bottom of a bowl. See the angle? And you've got that lip. So I wonder where this has been dug from. There you go. General red pottery. That's probably been a drain, actually. No, it can't be. White enamelled one side, red enamelled on the other. And that's got an angle as well. It's been a bowl. Big Tim, how you doing? Memory spike. Shoe sizes seemed to change in the UK a few years back. And all of a sudden, I was getting into 9s. That was so depressing. I wanted to bandage my feet like the Chinese do. My little girl, well, she's not little. She's 21 now. She decided that she wasn't going to be a shoe size the same size as her mum. And she was adamant she was a size 5 and she was staying a size 5. And sure enough, she did mind. But she willed her feet to stay small. Yeah, not bad, Tim. Tim, I did walk barefoot at home, mostly. Well, sometimes it was a chicken pens, like around the patio and stuff. I've always been a barefooter. Since being a kid, shoes are a pain in the ass to take time. You can just walk out the door without doing it. I used to get told off as a kid, but hey. So this barn part of this farm is old. You've got the old arrow slits. Oh, it's a house now because the windows, so I'm not pointing the camera at them. I learned that the other day. And another little old barn. That's where the cornfields were. I presume they've cut it since I was up there. It was about ready to go. How are you doing, Trip? Trip, I can't give you a spanner because I'm on StreamYards. I'll go back in the live after and I'll sort you on then. A nice little copse on top of the hill. They've got a decent sized orchard there. I'm a bit jealous, to be honest. Has anyone tried making clover tea? Blooming flies. Apparently it's really, really good for you. I'm going to have to give it a go. Ooh, here's one of those scary spiders. See how it's wrapped the plant together to make a nest. The tractor's been down here. Look, it's created another path. Neo, you okay? Thanks for coming in. All those scary spider nests are on this side, but it looks like the tractor's flattened them. Nah, Tim, I'm a coffee person. Kind of herbally tea things are just like, ugh. They're like a weak cordial. I've never been able to get on with them. Green tea, I have to really be in the mood for, which isn't often, and it's got to be scalding hot because as it cools down, it goes really bitter. And I don't like that sensation from it. Sass, thank you so much for coming in. Oh, stay out of that sun later on, Sass. Oh, the blackberries aren't anywhere near ready here. You're way ahead of us. Can you hear that? There's a train coming across. Check out Sassy, does some brilliant walks too. Oh, this is a big one. Where's Mummy Spider at? That one's huge. That's about the size of your palm, maybe a bit bigger. So she's expecting plenty of eggs to lay. Creepy things. One Stone, how you doing? How you doing, chick? Yeah, Matt, do you know what we call that? Grandma tea. My grandma used to make the best tea ever, nice and strong that your spoon could stand up in. My mum and my dad always make it like milky. Just a tiny dash of milk, some sugar, and super strong. What was that? That's how tea should be, but I'm a queen of coffee. Tea in Valhalla, how you doing? Everyone, if you're not so, go and check out Tea in Valhalla. Absolutely brilliant people. Love you too. I think, Cass, I was telling you, we're talking about the monument that's, is it Neolithic tea in Valhalla? And they linked it to King Arthur. And I was looking up, and there's a church, an Arthuric church here, where he's meant to be buried. I think a lot of regions have got that. But tea in Valhalla went to have a look at it with the archaeologists, so jealous. Oh, everything all right, SB? SB, I started on YouTube. Signal was absolute crap, and then it just booted us completely off you live. See, if I had at one point, I would love to have been an archaeologist. I still would do now, but I'm not sure how good I would be because I always am kind of impatient. So scraping back layer by layer, I wouldn't be very good like that. I'd only get down to the good bit. Oh, there's the train. Oh, it's a big one. Why is it so fancy? We don't normally get fancy trains through here. Ooh, is there an important person on that train? I wonder. Team Valhalla, you know that place that you were at, the Neolithic, Arthur's, whatever. What worried me about it was that tabletop stone. Imagine being under that and it gives way when you're scraping back around it. I'll have to draw straws to see who goes close to it because I would not fancy that landing on my head. But at the same time, I would love to do something like that. We have a couple of archaeological digs here. Well, Vindolanda has been an archaeological dig site for Christ, as long as I've known. It's a major Roman area of importance, and they've dug out buildings, they've done all sorts there. Yeah, it's my kind of thing, Cass. Exactly. You know, the digger that's there that no one likes is going to get the job to stick their head under that stone, don't you? That was the first thing that came into my head when I was looking at it. Who in their right minds is going to dig underneath that? Because there's not that much support there, is there? I'll put a link in the description afterwards to it and you can all have a look at it. But Team Valhalla, even better, Team Valhalla, stick the link up from last night and people can have a watch with you. That's a better plan. Have a look on Team Valhalla's. Okay, put the link up. It's not just archaeological stuff. Kevin Cat go to some amazing places. I was going to turn left and just look round, but I'll take you along to the little bridge over the railway. Oh, shooting hell. Well, I'm not opening that for a while. Just dropped it. And they've been Snowdonia, they've done the lakes, they go everywhere. Inflatable kayaking the other day. See, I couldn't do that because it would be my kayak that sprung a leak in the middle of a river or wherever I was. Secret Blackburn, you'll love their channel as well. There's a whole group of people. You've got Vagabond Turtle, just hit 1K in Sweden. You've got Hiking Hermit. He's just done a load of Munros, like 13 Munros in 8 days. You've got Kerry and Cat on Team Valhalla, who also have a cracking sense of humour. You've got 54, who is just an absolute legend. Kingdom Places, Open-Minded Warrior, Cara. Just amazing people and amazing channels, and I feel very inferior to them because they were so good. Oh, hey. It's blooming Scorchio. Hello, Mr. Blackbird, where are you? Just clucked in me here. I'm hearing things. Florida Claimers, Ted, how you doing? Thank you very much for coming in. Florida Claimers. Well, I've got stories of wild big cats about 25 miles away in photos, and they have gone on in that area for a long time. Footprints, sightings, whatnot. But the biggest thing to give you an issue around here is probably cows. Not the human ones, the ones with 4 udders. hooves and tails. But there's plenty of other type of cows as well, but hey. Ayla, thank you so much for coming in. Get those alarms turned off. Jobs are good and start the holidays and peace. Get me off this path. Jeez. Oh, I don't know. I thought, holy moly. Smee, how's your cute little pigs? You should record them talking and put it in a loop and set it up as a video. People will go nuts for it. If you haven't got it on your phone how to do a loop, just put your phone on a stand close to them, so close to the pen, and just record it. And then you add it tail to tail to tail to tail and make a big long loop. If you haven't got time to leave your phone running for an hour or two. Ted, we've just had record-breaking heat wave in the UK. Oh dear God, Tarmacan's sun is miserable. And it's cooled down a hell of a lot, and it was 40 degrees down south and in Yorkshire. And 36 where I am. 36 in Fahrenheit, I think is 90s-ish. Don't know why we don't all use the same scales. Ooh. Mr. Whistle, how you doing? Do you know what? I absolutely love guinea pigs squawking, talking and chattering away. Patty, I don't know how you do it. These last few days have been hot enough for me, and it's nowhere near where you are. I would want to sit on one of those riverboats with my feet in the water off the back. That would be my idea. It made our news that a lady getting on in years did she fall in a river or a pond? She ended up in the water anyway, and 2 crocs have hit her. That's a bit iffy. The worst thing we've got in the water is maybe a pike. We've got no things that want to eat you. There are some crappy things that live underwater as well as on land. And you expect water to be quite safe, but inland, you've got snapping turtles, you've got crocs, alligators. Where is it that you can't have a pee out in the river? I think it might be South America. Or you have these, well, for men anyway. Well, women could do it as well, I think. Men peeing in open water, have fishes that swim up the stream of pee and go and play hide and seek up in their hoo-ha. DJB, thank you so much for coming in. You're a star. Catherine, how are you doing? How's the trip? Ooh, those sheep have got a collar. Why have they got a brown collar? Hello, sheeples. Hola. See those two, that lamb there? It's got a black collar. Hey, little things. They're getting ready to be separated off. Catherine, I don't know if I'd have the balls to go up in those little planes, you know. They're, I know, especially where you've been. Up there, Sunfish, how you doing? We've got a line of swallows. All the swallow chicks are off. Funny story about this bridge, I'll tell you when we get to it. I'm still not sure how they did it. I can't remember what they're called, Mama Cass. But these fish, it's the actual urine that attracts them. You just about see those swallows. They got a flew off. It's the urine that attracts them, pneumonia, whatever. And the fish are really good swimmers, and they can swim up the flow of pee and play hide and seek up a height where they shouldn't be. I'm not sure how you get them removed either. One stoner, you're a star. Would you ever like to have a go at flying them, Catherine? Would you ever do it? Yeah, did you? I was going to say secret blackburn, maybe knows what they're called. Sazzy, you all right? What are they called, secret blackburn? Sorry, I didn't know if you'd said it or not. Ooh, hey. Strange and true. That's brilliant, Emily. Fly a plane, be the pilot. Sit in the big seat. See, it's a bit like driving a car. I hate being a passenger. So I would probably, I would do it. I'd like to do it. I'm not particularly a fan of the part going up, and probably down's even more of a bit of an issue. But if I was driving, I think I'd probably do it. I could fly a plane. I think it'd be good fun, actually. Gregory, how you doing? Oh, go on, strange and trippy. That should be a good one. No one's done either, nothing wrong. How you doing? Yeah, of course you can, Cass. Stick it up. Ooh, that sounded wrong. Yeah, Cass, put your channel up. Tiny. And it's got a dirty grey right angle on it. Someone managed to drive the car onto the tracks. Not that side, it must be the other side. And I still can't work out how he did it. And he was a local too. So God knows how he got his car down on them tracks, but he come off the bridge. And it's a 90-degree bend on it. I'll take you along to the train station. We've done that wood before. Kirsty, there's anyone in the UK who can tell me what time it is? When I'm on here, I can't see the time. I didn't plan on coming to the train station, but hey, I'll take you up on the little bridge. Very old school, traditional type of train track. Fly up my nose. Oh, bang on, Team Valhalla, I've got plenty of time. Spot on. Yeah, Catherine, I can't quite work out how he ended on the tracks. We had loads of sirens coming past us, fire engines, ambulance, police. Hey up. I don't blame you all being under here. Mama Sheep at the back there, she's just about, she had an old Leicester. She's just about shed all her wool. We've got these ones here. There was one coughing before. Another Leicester. They've always got a bit of wild eye, Leicesters. See, like she's kind of like, what you doing? They're strong as hell as well. Staycation, how are you? Nice to see you. Hi, Purple, and you're right, Purple? Yeah, I'm good. I'm just moist, walking along a road with tight hedges, so there's not much air. What is that? Why is it when you turn around to listen to something, it shuts off? $60 already? One star, jeez. That's not going to be pleasant. Ooh, I smell fox. Ooh. The undeniable musky smell of fox. Good area for foxes, though. Jack, I'm having a real trouble with YouTube itself, Catherine. Going live through YouTube, it will not hold signal. The screen will go blank, or it kicks me off completely like it does before, and there's no way to get it on. Partly because people like you are all amazing people. I adore a lot of you. No, it's not secret, is it? Oh, fantastic, Catherine. Secret Blackburn, you'll love Catherine and her channel. She knows her onions about a lot of stuff. She's a kindred spirit, is Catherine. And she's got the best voice ever. Catherine, I reckon, should read bedtime stories. She has the most calming voice ever. Foxy, where you at? It's got a nice area to hunt all these fields for the rabbits, so it's perfect fox country. Yeah, secret, yours never, ever buffers or go crap. Right, so there's a footpath there. Has to be because they've got that gate in, but there's no sign. I'll have to look at maps. That could be an interesting walk. Mrs. Moo. Friggin' hell, that sun's warm. Kevin. Oh, hey. So go over to Catherine's, have a listen, and you'll see what I mean. It's your accent as well. Your accent's just sublime. Staycation, we're in the middle of the country and we walk into the train station. I wasn't planning on going to the train station, but I do kind of go off piste now and again. We've got rabbits digging in there. We've got a rabbit hole. Ooh, I'm moist. Very moist. Gregory, how are you? Is Tommy in? Tommy, if you're in, I'm sorry if I didn't say hi. I didn't see you. There are buzzards that nest in there. The biggest hawk predator locally. They're like a turkey. It's amazing they can fly when you see them on the ground. Ooh, that was. Birds, magpies, it's just that they're arseholes. They hunt nests and young chicks and eggs, carrying, yeah, pushing past Moy's Marmite's bike. It's house. Hi, Andy. Okay. Love Catherine. She's. What is that on the ground? What are you? I presume it's a young hen blackbird. Someone's hitting her. She looks a funny colour. Bye, one Stoner. Thank you very much for coming in. Sassy, you'll love her. She's amazing. I can hear that bird that I don't recognise, and it's just doing it to annoy me. The water levels have been really down here, Outlaw. I was worried about wildfires up on those moors. You get a lot of walkers up there. So most I've seen drop are like orange peels and things like that, which they should not be dropping anyway. Whether it degrades or not, it's not the place for things like that. But even a broken bottle, some glass, drop pair of glass, it can start a fire. And like up your end, the peat is so thick and deep. But when the fire penetrates the peat, for all the firemen can put it out on the surface, it's underground. We had a wild forestry on a crag on some land. My dad was the head keeper on. And I went up with my dad to see the firemen, to see what was going on. I mean, they were there for months, and it's kind of stayed with me. The guy we spoke to and came along, because the fire gets into the peat, they're putting the surface out. Oh, it's a train. I thought it was a car. You gonna see that? You can be walking along thinking the fire's out, and it just erupts out of the ground behind you, and it's just like hell. So with the temperatures and the water being so low, ooh, raspberries, yes, please. I was going to think about raspberries in case there's a wasp on the one that I decide to pick. So easy for wildfires to start because we've just got no water. Trisha, how you doing? Yeah, they're awful, Trisha. They just cannot get to them to put them out. Catherine, did you see the fires down in London? One of them, they're presuming was a barbecue. It actually started in someone's garden. Oh, is that a car coming? No. They presume it was a barbecue, and it torched a lot of houses. There's houses that are barely shells. One house actually collapsed in the heat, absolutely nothing left of it. Grass fires spreading so fast. Oh, there you go. Train. That train that came from past before, I think it had dignitaries on. We don't get fancy trains like that coming through. Raining grass fires. All of London's fire engines were out on call, not to call in unless it. This year, I think it's going to be a scary one. Last year was bad enough. Yeah, drop Rhonda's son or sub. Those, like down here. Outlaw, have you noticed that the water levels were low even springtime. There's tarns on the moors where I go, and they've dried out. So the wildlife is moving out further onto the moors. I mean, we have got a lot of water springs, but it doesn't help the entire moor, if you catch what I mean. Yeah, easily done. Then we've got those monsters everywhere. My mum and dad were down Nottinghamshire for a funeral Monday, Tuesday, came back on Wednesday. And they were shocked at the state of Nottinghamshire, North Yorkshire. Everything's brown, the grass is gone, it's all burnt. The grass has turned into straw. They're having a drought down there. They've had high temperatures and no rain. She got to my uncle's. He had no grass left. It was all burnt. Yeah. Another thing, the gamekeepers, well, grouse moor keepers, they used to, the grouse and all the wildlife really feeds off the fresh, newly growing heather. So they would burn it off in patches. Heather beating is extremely hard work and it's hellish. Big strips of land, usually rectangles, and they have a system per moor from place to place to place to place. And that actually helps prevent fires as well, because you knock off the older, really woody heather that'll just go up and it won't stop. They manage the moors, but global warming, they just stopped the keepers doing that. So now the moors are full of tall, old, dry heather, which will make life miserable if there are fires started. 216, how you doing? Good morning to you, my friend. How you doing, 216? Check him out. Master Sounds, how you doing? But it will be what it will be. But Yorkshire ways, Nottinghamshire. I mean, even this is dry. What my mum says, just like straw. They're actually shocked at how drought-ridden it is. I can see a lot of hosepipe bands coming in. Yeah. And like I learned from Catherine, energy companies not keeping trees away from the cabling. Starts way too many fires. The forestry over in Northumberland where we were did have fire breaks automatically grown in it. You'd have big expanses straight through the middle, totally stripped, so the fire couldn't jump. Chatterbox Mumsy, how are you doing? Right, we're gonna go on this bridge. Hopefully it's a little bit cooler on here. Purple, where you at? Sorry if I missed what you said. I'm off on the little rants. Yeah, Purple, of course you can. Check Purple out. Check everybody out. I mean, look at this old metal railway bridge. And a Victorian, I think. We'll go up on the top. Bye, Smee. Thanks for coming in. You're a star. Yeah, Catherine, to see that in the UK and that village go, I think it was a couple of streets that got hit. It was actually quite shocking because we've never had anything like that. Yeah, wildfires, Yorkshire Moors, up around Manchester, but not to the scale of that and the speed that fire moved. I think it scared and shocked a lot of people. That's what the grass fires do. Yeah, they're a good idea, Cass. There's a little wood mill over there. I'll go on the top. Get in. I might be getting a shower. Although a metal bridge isn't where to be if it goes clatter. All the old ironware. And bolts with a lot of paint to protect it. Now this is my town's train station. It's marked as my town, but it's about 1.5 miles away from it, in the middle of nowhere. So it's an interesting one. I don't know if we had a royal or members of parliament coming through on that train, but that wasn't a normal train. I'll have to look on the news to see if anyone's gone up to Scotland. Oh, Catherine, sure they do. Definitely. You've lost your hat. Have you lost your hat? No, I didn't know that, Outlaw. No, it doesn't. That's going to make a massive difference. I'll tell you another one, Catherine, it's as scary. The Greek fires. Turkey, they had some massive fires as well. It's funny being on this bridge when a train comes over because it's Tango, how you doing? It gives a bit of a shake. I'm not sure whose that is. I don't know if it's to do with the woodyard or not, but they've got a caravan on site for the Labour. What to do? I'll have to... Hang on, Shaz, get your bearings. Have to come back the way we came. Can I do the roadway? It's a mission and a half. We'll go back this way. And the steps just wouldn't. Just the main framework. It's the cast iron. I'll have to look up the date of this place. How are you doing, Valentin? Helen, thanks very much for coming in. Yeah, exactly, Outlaw. A lot of woodland is managed by the Forestry Commission, Catherine. I don't know what equipment they've got in place for that. Local firefighting teams, I'm pretty much sure, won't have anything to that kind of standard. But there again, wildfires, for all we have them, they're not as monumental as yours, although they might be about to get that way. Oh, they don't smell. I hope they smell. Wild roses. And secret blackburn, Sticky Willie. Cass calls it Sticky Willie as well. Yeah. Catherine, we need you to come over and advise our stupid government and the Forestry Commission as well. The Forestry Commission are the main people to hit. Ooh, what's that fairy thing? Anyone got an idea what that is? Is it even... They're like pea-like flowers, but it's not a pea. Honeybees definitely like them. Strange little things. Willow herb. Treasure woman, how you doing? It was nice catching you on Premiere. God, I'm gonna cook coming up here. I'll email them. In fact, our MPs They're pretty good at emailing you back. Liam Fox, MP, he was pushing a bill through to have people with Down syndrome recognised and the help and support that they need in the community. When I heard about it, I emailed him to say thank you, as I've got a little girl with Downs. And it got pushed through and it got accepted and it went to the Queen and it's now enshrined in law. So I emailed him again and same again. He got straight back in touch saying thank you, your kind words, blah, 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 blah. Rory Stewart, who used to be the Penrith and Borders MP, which basically is mine, he had sister or aunt with Downs. So he was quite up on the cause, although he lost the plot when he got given a job down in Westminster. He turned into a bit of a weirdo. But yeah, Liam Fox got it pushed through, so I didn't expect really to hear anything back from him, but I heard back from his secretaries and then I heard back from him himself. Edna, thank you very much for coming in. How are you, Edna? Because I've emailed MPs before having a rant, just to have a rant about building of houses on rural sites when there's plenty of ground to go and build on. And they never answer you back. But Liam Fox did. It's nice of him. Yeah, it's unusual, Catherine. Catherine. Are you calling you Catherine? Cass, sorry. I mean, they must get thousands of emails. They're going to have crackpots. They're going to have people ranting. They're going to have all sorts. But no, he got straight back to me within an hour, actually. The second time, I think I showed the email, Cass. Another train coming through. Hear it on the rails before it gets to you. I say that and I keep looking thinking it's a car behind me. It's one of the long ones. Ooh, pretty butterfly. Quite sure. Open the wings. God damn it, it's not gonna. It's not gonna open them. It's got eyes on its wings. It's not a peacock. It's like a brown version. Ooh, just a pale coloured peacock. Tag up. Right. Drove trains and it because of Yeah, he used to stick us in the cab and take us to the seaside. Nowadays you get the just was it's London Wicing. I've got heavy cloud coming in. It's maybe why. It's really thick cloud coming. I might be about to get wet. Arca, how you doing? Seen you for ages. You okay? Shahid, how you doing? Little old cherry tree. Oh, they haven't eaten all the cherries off it yet. There's still the odd one left. Birds haven't cleaned this one up. And another. Bye, treasure woman. Thanks for coming in. Oh my God, it's warm. Another train. Thanks, Cass. When when I'm live on my phone, you see, it knocks off the clock. So I get a bit twitchy about where I am in time. That was a bit gross. I'm not showing you that to show you how beautiful they are. I've got a whole load of predators. Oh, look. Road's melted. That'll be me enshrined until something goes over the top of it or it melts again. Laurelie, how you doing? Purple, make me one. Jackaloo. What was that flew into me? Oh, God. What the hell was that? That thing just flew into me. What is it? Ew. I heard the buzz. That is some beetle that can fly. Dear God, that was minging. Really long antennas. I've never seen one of them before. It hit my ear. Did you hear it on the mic? I was right. It hit me ear. I don't know if you heard it buzzing on the mic. My hair. At least it was warm. Predator bird. I get sick of saying good morning, Mr. Magpie. How's your wife and family? I've got a family of jays that have got buzzards and I've got sparrowhawks. Shandy, all right? I've just had something creep. That thing gave me the heebie-jeebies. Peter, how you doing? Lovely to see you. I've just had something creep. Shandy, take video. See the clouds thickening right up. I wonder if that's into. Back to where the fox is. Now I wonder. Coffee and Bailey's, a match made in heaven. We've got something digging out in here. Foxhole in the middle of them nettles. I wondered. Oh my God, I nearly died off. There's a cow right behind the hedge. Jeez. Sorry, Mrs. Cow. Are you a calf? What are you? Hello, moo. Calf moos. And, God, I'm getting nettled now. God damn it. There. That's why it stinks of fox. They live here. Foxes hummed. Ding. Clint, you're a star. I've never seen one before. Back to you. It's probably why I've got loads of crow feathers and stuff. Mr. Foxy's been having his breakfast. Hello, sheeples. That lamb's a little. Yes, you. It's tiny. Lester's always have a funny look to them. UK Transparency, how you doing? DJB, much love to you. We adore DJB. She's one of the most beautiful souls ever. Flynn, I've never seen one before, and I don't particularly want to see one so close again. That wasn't pleasant. It was whispering sweet nothings in my ear. The field's tearing. And again, the right angle bridge. How the hell he drove off onto the railway tracks? I've got no idea. Absolutely no idea. It's right angle both sides, this bridge. Oh, we've got to try. Oh, how good a timing is this? How good a timing was that? I mean, he ended up on the tracks. It can't have been this side, because that's not new. It's about a year ago he did it. Although there's a latch, new latch-ish. Just wonder how he's done it. I mean, in theory, he could come. He was a local as well. So how he's managed. Joletta, how you doing? Jenna, I've been sweating a bit. So we've been for. They've got the sheep in there shearing as well. Horrible weather for shearing. Yeah, they all come through, waiting. Looks like they're splitting the lambs off as well. So lots of lambs crying for a few days. Wales, how you doing? How's your back? One elderflower does not make cordial, unfortunately. I'm annoyed at myself that I've missed them this year. Oh, Peter, if only. Getting those legs like a mountain goat, though. In time for short season, which is handy. Their house above the barns. The top of that door's very fancy. Just keep checking behind me, looking at the cars. PMX, thank you very much for coming in. Jenna, it's not even moist. Very humid, and the clouds parting, and it's scorchio. Be a nice lilac bush in spring. Jenna, I'll let you off for that. I wondered where you were going to go with it. Maybe stubborn as a mule. I'll have that. Definitely stubborn. Did they get all those fires put out? Are they done? I was looking on the fire map yesterday. Wow, there was a lot everywhere. Hopefully we all get some nice rain. Laura, have you been having a heat wave? Or is it just your normal scorchio weather? I mean, we had, last rain we had about 2 weeks ago. and it was torrential. It was almost like tropical downpours just at night, but it's not really done much. Water levels are very low around here. Oh, nice one, Wales. Looking forward to that one. Yeah, it's not as humid as it was yesterday. Yesterday was really humid. It's kind of back to normal summer kind of temps. Here it's still warmer than usual, but not massively so. Can't complain, I love the heat. We normally get maybe 2 weeks of sun in May, and that's our summer done and dusted. I put some, my mum and dad, they had a bit of a shock when they were down in Nottinghamshire. So there was no green, it was all like straw on the ground. The ground's parched and the plants are all died off. So get ready for the hosepipe bans. I've got loads of water butts, but it doesn't take long to empty them. Maybe actually do with another one on my greenhouse. It's amazing how those little greenhouse roofs collect water. We were meant to take a left turn side and go that way today, but as usual, I got sidetracked. Anne-Marie, how you doing? Peter, the two Georgettes, the big pale cream ones, they struggled a bit. They were panting away. But I made them some frozen treats up, and they've got roofs, the pens are covered, so they did have shade. Not that it made much difference. And they were okay. The rest were all right. It's just those two, it stressed them. But they're back to Mrs. Misery and Mrs. Broody, back to normal. Yeah. Oh, Christ. I got my foot stuck in that hogweed. That was a bit iffy. I nearly went. Yeah, I'm great, Monday. Having a nice wander. Makes a change. It's not windy. I've got one of these lighters, and they're dangerous to have in your pocket. Electric ones. You flip the top, and it's a bit like a taser. I have a habit of messing with my hands in my pockets, and I've electrocuted myself so many times. You trigger that light to make it work, and the electric shocks aren't fun. It's the wildlife that bothers me more. The moors, especially here, are so dry. Everything's having to migrate. Hopefully find some live walking channels, like a blackburn. Yeah, just a bit secret. And then he went off over tit on a hogweed loop. It's also tick territory. Speaking of which, clean. How hot did it get to where you are, Peter? Did I? Didn't know. What were you? What is that? Oh, you're not going to be able to see it. I think it was a siskin. And there's something wriggling around in there. Be a rabbit, no doubt. Our reservoir is uphill from here about 5 miles. And that was down the last time I was there, and that was a couple of months ago. I think I took you to the reservoir. Gosh, that's to watch some of Wales. He's brilliant. I couldn't do it. I could not do it at all. He's way braver than I am. Going down. It's fascinating though. Hairy feet ones. That was a young robin. I wouldn't like to meet the tractor on here if it was coming the other way. I'm watching that because I nearly fell over one of them before. What's squeaking? Can't see you. Controls. Oh God, no. Do you know what the worst bit for me is? When you start crawling through spaces where there's been collapses and things to get to see if there's a way past. That, oh my God. When you stood up, it's all right. But when you're hunched down in really low tunnels, it's like, I couldn't. It makes my toes curl and my fists clench. It's scary. Catherine, you'd find it interesting. Brampton and Forgotten Wales goes down, is in Wales, and goes down old shafts and things. And some, it boggles your mind. There's still the hobnail boot prints of the miners down there. There's carts. He's found where they've had the wax, where they've had the candles stuck to the walls. It's mind blowing that those things are still there, totally enshrined. Like the footprints, it's like they were made yesterday, and you can see all the hobnails, the works. Just fascinating. Has anyone seen Ish today? I've not seen Ish. Oh, Catherine, that would be amazing. Yes, please. You can film them, film them. I'm going to Catherine, go tomorrow morning, and I'm going to go and film the parts of the priory that you have to pay entrance to, not just the free bits. I'm going inside. I'll be going down to the tombs and through all those parts of it. So I'll be uploading that. Maybe Tuesday, depending. Go and get a good look around early in the morning. It opens at 10. So I'll go down for 10 to get in before many people get there. So I'll have the place to myself to film. Oh my God, right. Well, I'll have a stiff drink to watch that one, Wales. Jeez. Some of those ledges that you walk along, it's like, oh my God, you madman. See, I'm claustrophobic, so you already fight a losing battle with me with places like that. But they're fascinating, and the things that you find, just unbelievable. Head buttered by a bumble. Oop. It's not so easy walking in the tracks the opposite way to which they lay. What was that? Is that a dog? It looked like a hare, but it was trotting like a dog. Can't be a dog. Let's go around this corner and see. Pizza will probably fall and snap my neck. I'm bad enough during the day. There's some brilliant places around here. That village where I had that nightmare walk, where I fell on that bank. I would love to get in that abandoned farmhouse and all the building there. Lisa, you all right? I'd love to get into the grounds of the if they'd let me. The grounds of the castle down the road. I mean, it's still lived in and run by the family, and there's some of it let as flats. Just a couple. But the grounds to it, there's the walled garden where the ladies would go around the pond and things like that. That would be interesting. Oh, shoot. I swear I dropped that. Pretty much the same place on the way here. How you doing, Lisa? I missed you this morning. I got a notification before. That almost looks like a heart. Well, actually, it looks about two things dangling and something in the middle, but hey, we'll not paying attention to that. Outlaw, I'd love to see in those caves. I'd love to see in those. But 6 miles of them is like, oh my God. Carl's wanted you to take him down. It'd be a good one. Carl's a decent bloke, Wales. But he's got a major thing about spiders. Yeah, he doesn't like spiders at all. My coordination's crap. Trying to read chat, keep on top of it in case I miss anything. And watching where I'm putting my feet doesn't go well. Unity Farm, where my little dear friend kept me company. I've got those premiered next week. I'm trying to be organised for a change. Yeah, Peter, I'm looking forward to going inside the priory. I've taken you around the outside to the free bits and the cemetery around it and inside the modern day church there. But I've not been filmed in the cave part before, where you go down to all the tombs, you've got the monks' quarters, you've got the rest of the ruins, you've got all sorts there. And I've been wanting to do it for a while, so that's my plan. I'm going to go and pre-record all that tomorrow. Hopefully they haven't, because it'd be amazing to see down. I mean, 6 miles. It's mind-boggling that they're 6 miles. God knows what's going. So you had a emergency runoff from the castle, or are they all to do with? Are the majority of them natural? Some live in a big bolt holes from the castle. And whether that's been built where it was because of that in mind, or what? But fascinating. Pizza back behind us where we came from, there's a kind of spider, and it gets leaves and flowers and it wraps them in a web the size of the palm of your hand, and then it lays its egg on there, and then the babies like rip it open and just all fall out, all a few hundred of them. Creepy as. Outlaw, no. There's a monument just around the corner from me that we're probably going to go past to the Jacobites that were hung there in the rebellion. We have the Battle of Helbeck, less than a mile that way. Queen's forces and the 3,000 mercenaries. We've got Longtown just up the road, which is truly on the borders. We've got Saxon and Viking battles up there. Saxons fighting Reged. But witch trials and things, no. I think that tends to be further south. Oh, we did have a witch. She's buried in the main churchyard. So why she would be, if she was thought to be a witch, buried in a churchyard. But she was basically different to everyone else. She was eccentric. She wore different clothes. Things were lost. She would be the one that found them. One young lady was looking forward to a wedding day, and Lizzie the witch had said to her, "You'll be wearing white sooner than you think," and she died suddenly. So that was put on her head as well. Her husband was actually a school teacher, but I think with her it's just more coincidence in the case that she was eccentric. Right, if I lose you under this bridge, it'll be straight back. But she was never put to the test. Either you sink and you're not a witch, or get out and you are a witch, sort of thing. It was more gossip and fear. She was never tested. I would still love to know how that tree base has got there. It's huge and it's not rolled down the bank. It wasn't here. Whoever slotted it in that hole, they've done a good job. Alan's Paranormal, you alright? What are you saying, Jenna? Jenna. Jenna, I'm not sure about that. You set your own goals, mister. Right, oh, the duck goats here. I've never seen these goats ever either off the table or away from the stable. And they're pretty ignorant. You can't say, "Hey, Mr. Goat," when they come and see you. They just kind of eyeball you. They're a bit arrogant. All goats are. The swallows are nesting in the stable. Where are they? We're just around the corner from that Jacobite monument. There's a hanging tree. There the goats are, next to the little table. Ooh, all three are out. That's unusual as well. It's not only just two. There. Mr. J, how you doing? I've just been to, I didn't plan it, I've just been to the local train station. It's meant to be the town station, but it's like a couple of mile out of town. Along the back roads and pathways. Hiya.
Hello.
I'm heading back into town. The warning disclaimer, Jenna. Nearly at the Jacobite monument. They're all listed. 6 Jacobites were hung there. A Ranald, Ranald regiment, couple from the board, couple were from Manchester as well. Couple from Manchester I can get there before my battery dies. No, it's not a monster, it's a sweetheart. Catherine. The creepiest spiders, I think, those ones that make my blood run cold, are those huntsmans in Australia. Have you seen the size of them? They are the size of dinner plates. They are evil, nasty looking things. I'm the spider catcher at home. They don't really bother me unless I can feel their weight. The jumping ones are not too bad ones. The fast ones I'm not particularly a fan of. But those huntsman things are terrifying. There's a few videos of them on YouTube and people's houses on the walls. And they just look pure evil personified. Battery lasts until I get to this monument. No matter, look, my battery will die just as I get to it. Local thinking is that the hanging tree was a beach. I mean, all around here is beach. They're protected here. But the council in their wisdom has replanted an oak tree sapling, which annoyed the locals and the historians around here. I'm an outlaw with Jolly the inscription out. And we're here. Forfarshire is one of the places. I can't say it, my teeth won't get around it. So, Jacobites fought for the restoration of the Heart of Stuart, executed here 21st of October 1746. James Innes, Forfarshire Regiment, Patrick Lindsay, Kilmarnocks, Ranald MacDonald, the Clan Ranald Regiment, Thomas Park, Peter Taylor, and Michael Dellard of the Manchester Regiment. Innes from Forfarshire, he was a colonel. Captain Patrick Lindsay, so the guy from Kilmarnock Regiment, he was a captain. And the others, so Ronald, Thomas, Peter, and Michael, just troops, I presume. This stone is placed to mark the site of the ancient capon tree, under whose shade the judges of Versailles rested, and upon whose branches were executed October